can't help but to be annoyed with how this season has gone for me. But I continue to be optimistic that it's going to turn around. Walk that line, the segment where I give you the locks of the week or the fades of the week. Because if you have faded me this year, you are very successful. And if you are tagging along with me, not so much. All right, let's get to it, though. You can see that record, abysmal. Don't even want to talk about it. You can comment about it and make fun of me down below. I deserve it. All right. Kansas, -2.5 versus TCU. Kansas, they need this win desperately. TCU, expectations not being super high. I get they're in need of a win, but I feel like they're more in a downward spiral than Kansas. I think Kansas can recover, but they got to win this game to do so. Ohio State -24.5 on the road at Michigan State. They have, in recent years, had Michigan State's number. Michigan State has not shown me anything personally to think that they can compete with Ohio State within 4 touchdowns. Taking a big number like 39.5 with Marshall, very ambitious. 24.5 with Michigan State. I get it's on the road. I get it's at night. Shouldn't be that ambitious whatsoever. Nebraska, -10 against Purdue. Does Vegas not know how bad Purdue is this year? This is not the spoiler makers teams of years past. I'm not sure if Ryan Walters knows what he's doing. I'd be shocked if Purdue keeps it within single digits. Liberty and Appalachian State, over 62.5. If you watch either of these defenses, you are not very impressed. There's a reason why this over-under is so high. I still am taking the over. I like the over here. Hopefully we don't have a missed extra point like we did in the App State, South Alabama, to keep it at 62 instead of giving us that 63 to get over that 62.5. San Diego State, Central Michigan, the under 53.5. This offense for San Diego State outside of a game against Texas A&M Commerce has been very pitiful. And this Central Michigan team without Bert Emanuel, they have a lackluster run game, a little bit better of a throw game, but still not an explosive offense. But San Diego State plays some solid defense. Taking the under here. Under with Fresno State UNLV 52. Not sure if you can still get this at 52. I bet you this number might go down with the new announcement that Matthew Sluka is going to sit the rest of the year, and they're going to go with the backup quarterback. Either way, UNLV is going to need a win with their defense. I don't trust Mikey Keene. I don't think he's that great of a quarterback. And this is a big game. I'm going to preview it on TikTok. I'm taking the under 52. A lot more over-unders in this week as we head to the second slide, second of 2. East Carolina, -4 against UTSA. East Carolina is a very competitive team. They're going to be pretty solid in the American. UTSA, on the other hand, I have not been very encouraged by what I saw. Opening game very much struggled with Kennesaw State, got blown out against Texas State, not even competitive. I don't think UTSA is that good. I think ECU wins by at least a touchdown in this ball game, especially with it being at home, one of the tougher environments in the American Athletic Conference. Old Dominion +9 on the road at Bowling Green. Bowling Green can score a little bit, but Old Dominion gets a pass rush. I think that they have the ability on defense to keep Bowling Green's offense in check and keep this ball game close. I think it's a one-possession game. I still think Bowling Green wins, but I think it's a one-possession game. Florida State SMU, I'm taking the under here, 48.5. Kevin Jennings has assumed the starting role, and I have not seen nearly enough from SMU's offense to think that what they did against TCU is sustainable whatsoever. And Florida State's offense is horrendous. And this SMU defense, by the way, they have not been that bad. And this has also been a trend with SMU in their first 4 games, is they would go with a low-scoring, high-scoring, low-scoring, high-scoring. Now they're back to low-scoring. Air Force Wyoming, it did not matter what this over-under was. I was taking the under in 33.5. This is going to be a 10-7 ball game. I think Air Force is going to win the game. I think Wyoming is pretty abysmal. They might be the worst team in the FBS. They're certainly a bottom 5 team in the FBS, but I definitely don't think these teams are going to combine for 25 points, let alone 34. Utah and Arizona, I'm taking the over in this game. 48.5. Cam Rising should be back healthy, and this Arizona defense has been abysmal. You also take a look at Utah against the pass. They have not been amazing. You saw Bryson Barnes have a little bit of success at Utah State against them. I think that Arizona is going to get theirs. They've had some time. They were on a bye last week off of that Kansas State loss. They're going to game plan something nice on the offensive side of the ball, but I don't think they're going to be able to stop Utah's run game. And then I think the pass game is going to be more dynamic if Cam Rising is back. I will mind you, if you see that Cam Rising is not playing, don't take this over. I still like the over, but don't take it. That is no longer a lock if Cam Rising doesn't play. Cincinnati, Texas Tech, I'm taking the over. This Texas Tech defense has been very bad, but this offense has been very efficient. And this Cincinnati defense has not been anything to write home about. I really like their defensive tackle, who was an All-American level player last year, Dante Corleone. But I think that Cincinnati's secondary is going to be susceptible to being torn up by Behren Morton. And I think this throw game with Brendan Sorsby has been really a lot better than what a lot of people thought. We knew that Corey Kiner in the run game would be there. But this offense is really there. I can't really fathom that this game's not like a 41-30 type of shootout down there in Lubbock. I'm taking the over in this ball game by quite a significant margin. So again, based on my success this year, if you guys want to fade that, fade it. Because if you faded me this year, you're hitting nearly 62%. So I've had a very rough year. I'm hoping to turn it around here, but I'm all about transparency here. I don't claim to be some sort of genius. I just love the sport, love talking about the sport, and love talking to you guys about the sport. So comment down below which ones I whiffed on and make fun of me for sure for that record. Thank you guys for tuning in. Like the video. I'll see you guys in the next one.